welcome back to another session of How Can I Kill My Players Tonight? Oh boy. So we left at a really tense situation with Grim and Estrella doing the ballsiest move they could have ever done and rushing for the BFG in the back.
The big fucking gun.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to figure out this acronym.
That's a Doom reference.
Sizable endeavor. Ballsy, but also breathtakingly inventive to go for the one machine out there that is designed to put players and large beasts down quickly in case of rebellion. So to take this over would be quite spectacular, but it's not going to be an easy fight. And already we have lost Lafia as she rushed in to protect Estrella from one blast. And we just saw her literally be disintegrated as this beam is as tall as an average person's body. This is massive. But through the tears and through the anger, Estrella kept pushing forward, using Mage Hand to rise up 30 feet into the air to literally be even, dead on, with the muzzle of this ginormous cannon. Grim, on the other hand, dropping into a meditative pose, reaching inside of her and drawing Alexander not just to her side, but into this physical plane, and sending him to attack Roka the Hutt. And Alexander, in his demonic prince form, feeling this bloodlust and rage from Grim and everyone around him, he rushes for Roka and literally jumps onto this force field that's protecting the champions in Roka from the gladiator pit and just hangs onto it with one claw, the other hand shoving his sword through this force shield slowly. So the tip of this weapon is getting closer to Roka as he just kind of muscles his way in. We left the party there, and we'll continue to leave them there for just a bit longer as we move over to Yasin and Kieran, who, while their friends were in this death-defying battle, this fighting for their lives, desperately trying to escape, the two of them bought a cat.
And shopping.
And pissed off a water beast.
Yep. Yep. They got a Dianaga sick.
We're picking up curtains next.
Sort of wheeling and dealing out there. Kieran being very flirtatious and distracting and getting a decent price on this cat, which is now the two of you have a cat. And here we go, Loath Cat. But you did manage to find the Ithorian in this bazaar, who has the information that you need to continue on this bounty hunting quest that you've taken in order to gain an audience with Roka the Hutt and perhaps a chance to see and free your friends. This particular Ithorian is Doc Undar, who at this time in his life has taken up a quick shop on Nar Shaddaa, is trying to gain some valuable antiquities and wares and do some trading, make a few deals. And so Doc greets the two of you warmly, again, looking for money more than anything. Any new shoppers, a friend of Doc's. But as Ithorians are unable to speak Basic, they do not have the vocal cord structure to produce our language. He does have a droid, this kind of like small little droid that sits on his shoulder. It's basically more than just like it's just a speaker with legs and arms that kind of clips into his robes that he's wearing. And of course, the droid's mouth kind of greets everyone very warmly and engaging, sounding an awful lot like Christopher Walken. It's kind of an odd voice pack that it has, but there you go. And so that is how we left that side of the group. And we are going to start there. As the two of you walk in and are greeted by Doc, he's just got this very, hey, so if there's anything you all are looking for, please, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Don't sneeze on the merchandise. Anything you're looking for, just let me know. The most everything is labeled and marked pretty clear, but I understand that there's a bit of haggling that's involved with what we do. Totally interested. If you're looking for something that's not on the shelf, let me know. I am pretty good about acquiring anything that you need. Have fun, you crazy kids. You keep looking around. And then Doc kind of starts patting the droid because he stopped talking, but the thing keeps going. He's like, shut up, shut up. Shut. And then the droid stops talking. So what would the two of you like to do?
Yasin leans over and goes, what's happening?
So just to kind of give you guys a quick refresher on your mission. So both so it started with Lord Centaurus, the owner of the Casino Royale, who basically said, if you want to get to Roka, the best way to do that You don't like the weird alien music?
Oh. I thought that was Melissa's.
That is the kind of sound she would make. I'm on mute.
Yeah, Dawson.
Get it, Dawson. Get it. He basically, so you guys decide to make a name for yourselves as bounty hunters, to earn a way to meet Roka the Hutt. And the biggest bounty that's out there right now is for his son, who has been kidnapped by the Black Suns, which is the kind of leading crime organization in the galaxy, and they're just at odds with Roka and the empire that he is trying to create. So you
Tavern Gagarin, right?
Yep. And so now you're trying to find out Lieutenant Gagarin, where his whereabouts could be, and learn more information about that. You two are full-fledged bounty hunters. Like, you don't have to hide anything from Doc if you don't want to. It is your choice on how you want to play it, but you know that Doc has information on Gagarin's location and a bit more of the Black Suns, what their purpose is on Nar Shaddaa, what they're looking for. So that is what you all know right now.
Oh.
Do we know of like the Black Sun symbol? We know the Black Sun symbol, right?
Yeah, Lord Centaurus would have kind of shown you that on a holo as you was talking about the Black Sun symbol. So you'd be able to recognize that. In fact, if you kind of look around this establishment, again, it's a big tent. Think of it like a double wide, all tented up in there. Every space is filled with something, from weapons to animal heads, flags, ancient-looking relics and tablets. But you do see one flag that has the Black Sun symbol on it, which really is a black sun with kind of these rays that point out from around it, and almost this like dagger symbol that kind of shoots down from the middle. And you recognize it up there as kind of similar to what Centaurus had shown you earlier that night.
Then I guess I'm gonna have Yasin just go over there and like like they're not very subtle, are they?
Kieran's gonna walk towards Ithorian, right? Is his name?
Yeah, his name is Doc Undar. He's an Ithorian.
Doc Undar. Okay. Undar. I'll walk towards Doc Undar, and I'm gonna drop the disguise.
Okay. Um,
And I'm gonna like as I'm doing that, I'm gonna be like petting the cat, and
Yep.
I'm gonna use. Would it be possible to use thinking through the connection with like the wolf and like some of those like animalistic sides? Can I use dissonant whispers in almost like a calming method where it like basically puts almost like a calming aura into her head?
Roll
try, at
animal
least.
handling. Go ahead and roll animal handling with advantage using this
Advantage.
dissonant whisper technique. Let's boost your animal handling potential.
Okay. Let me see here. Sorry, I get my screen set up.
You're good.
Oh. Oh.
Dude, our cat's doing like backflips and shit.
Dude, this cat freaking loves me. That's a 26. I got a 19 with +7.
Oh right, damn. Okay. The cat is very briefly unsettled by this shift in your outward appearance. But being an animal, it really is more important about your energy, your smell, the presence that you have, and you immediately kind of speak to this cat through dissonant whispers, and start to project mental images of kind of, this is me, this is what you saw, but this is who I am, and you're kind of using your knowledge of animals to go, this is my smell, this is who I am, and you're literally projecting imagery into the cat that it immediately understands. And she just sort of nestles back down around your neck and just starts to purr even deeper than before, kind of going, this is you. I love you. And so she is, your bond has gotten even stronger with this cat, so I would say that you've increased a bond level. She is now more willing to listen to you and to kind of follow some basic commands at this level. Some very basic commands. You won't have to roll animal handling for a while until you do something out of the ordinary for this cat. So things like, sit, she'll eat out of your hand. She may even retrieve something for you if you can keep using that mental image.
There she is. No,
Outside question, just so that it's not an unfair use of dissonant whispers. Dissonant whispers does 3d6 of psychic damage. Would it be fair to say I take 1d6 of damage, and then the next time I use it for a positive use, I take 2d6 and then 3d6 if I have like 3 uses?
Sure.
If I use it for like a positive method, because the damage has to go somewhere, as I'm thinking.
Right, so you can take it onto yourself. Yeah, I'll let that happen. So go ahead and it's a d6.
Yeah.
So hang on. So you'll take 3 points of damage for using that turn.
Good thing we're using your roll and not mine.
What was your roll?
6.
You're all good. You're all good. So yeah, you've got yourself a nice animal companion. Now, Doc, of course, you do this in front of Doc. And he just starts to kind of like eye you. He turns this head and kind of side eyes you. And you watch this kind of bulbous eye look up and down a bit, and then he focuses with the 2, and he just goes, "Ooh, Isabakisa." And you hear the little droid go, you must be bounty hunters. Nice.
We both have our areas of expertise, and I'm sure that you have yours. And I was wondering if we might be able to help you in a particular scenario that you might have found yourself in. I believe your son has been taken by and then I'll kind of point at Yasin with the sun logo. Your son has been taken by a particular group that has possibly caused you some harm or misconduct.
Doc squints his eyes at you, and then just immediately just kind of, Uta, Uta!
Here.
And everybody that's in the store looks at him and suddenly leaves. And as they do, they close the flap, and all the outside noise kind of fades away. And you get the sensation that almost everybody who was in the store was working for Doc in some way, because the way they looked at him, the way they reacted, these weren't your typical patrons. This was almost like he was doing some kind of a hustle or something like that.
Since I
and
really want to be a part of the game.
you can be a part of it, buddy. Roll for insight. But he looks at you and he squints and he goes, he starts speaking in Ithorian, and the droid translates, "I don't think you mean my son." And he kind of hits the droid, like, why is it stalling? Has a weird way of communicating, but then he shrugs, keeps talking. "You mean Roka? You're looking for Roka's son?"
Bada bing,
Yes, that would be correct.
bada.
I got you. Okay. The Black Suns are not to be trifled with. Are you sure that you are up to the challenge?
I'll kind of walk to a point where my eye is like revealed in the light. The kind of like the intimidation factor of the fact that I'm like insanely scarred. It's like, we've been through enough that this would probably be no problem. And I'll just give him like the trust eyes, like, we got this. Little gleam of the stone eye.
Okay. That's a nasty scar. I'm impressed that you go out in public like that, but hey, who am I to judge? Yeah, I know things about the Black Suns. I don't discriminate in my shop. I will deal with anyone. And yeah, they've come in. I know, but here's the thing. I don't deal for free. Not even for Roka. Roka and I, we go way back. It's not all shits and wizards. Some of it's more shits, if you know what I mean. And he kind of hits the droid again, and he's like, I'm sorry, my droid is amazing. It's the best droid ever. I love this droid. I would die for this droid. He hits it again, and like the droid just kind of slimps onto his shoulder. I'm sorry, continue.
I would die for this droid.
Can I having like a jewel crafting background and like almost like a ethereal energy sense? Do I sense anything like the source of this robot? Is it just like purely battery based or like electricity based or energy based with like that? What's kind of the power source for it?
You can sense energy. It's in this world, you've been sensing it for a while from different structures. What you would consider to be kind of magical essence, just like the natural magic that's found in nature, things like lightning and fire and stuff like that. They have a presence that you're used to feeling. And in this world, you sense fire and you sense lightning, and through that, you also get a sense of electricity. And it's a different feel to the lightning arcana that you're used to. And that's what you sense coming from this droid, as if he's got a big battery pack in him. You do sense that if you kind of concentrate, his circuitry almost looks like a nervous system that you would see in a person. And you kind of sense the eddies and flows of that nervous system. And there's one part where kind of the connection isn't there. And so it's almost like a little pss, pss, pss spot that you see that just kind of sparks. So you get a sense of that.
Perhaps we could trade in skill craft. You offer us a service and I offer you a service. I could fix your robot, and I have skills in acquiring and creating and crafting a variety of rare and valuable jewels. And I'll pull one out as an example. It's not like a special one or anything, just like one of the ones that I keep around. And I'll kind of shine it in the light perfectly so that it catches.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Good thing that was with advantage, but that's a 5.
That's beautiful.
I appreciate the offer. The droid is what it is. I could get better, but most people speak Arthurian, where I'm from. Anyway, the jewel crafting is interesting, but jewels aren't gonna cut it. I need something different. Yeah, I got funds. I need more. I have a proposition for you.
I was about to pull out the gold.
Keep your gold. It's okay. And like I would just Yasin's like reaching for gold. You know, Doc can see that his eyes are. He actually sees 180 degrees. By the way, with his weird kind of head that he has, he's got a 180 vision, so he can. He kind of notices what Yasin and he goes, no, it's not even about gold. Believe it or not, I deal in more than just money. Money's good, but I need power. I need influence. I need to speak with Roka. So here's how we can do this. Here's how you scratch my back. He reaches into this, and you didn't notice he had pockets in this because he's got so many different layers of robes. But in his outermost layer, he does have these kind of nice little pockets on his chest region that he just sort of pops with a little Velcro. He reaches inside and he pulls out a crystal, and it glows a purple hue. And instantly, the two of you, having been around magic and arcana for all your life, the world you come from is filled with magic in different ways. You both sense that this crystal is almost alive, that there is some kind of a presence with it, a sentience to it, and a calling that comes from it, as if the crystal is singing a song that is meant for one person to find. And the two of you can almost get a small sense of this song, and Doc holds it between his thumb and pointer finger. It's like, sorry, my apologies, damn droid. This is a Kaiba crystal. It is beyond my ability to use or craft. Not exactly a lot of Jedi around here, or even fewer Sith. But Roka is obsessed with the Force and with all these different things with it, the Night Mother and the Night Sisters and the move cat, and all these different Force wielders. Point is, he would want this Kyber crystal working if you, my rockishly adorned friend, unlock the ability of this crystal to be used in something like a lightsaber. I got the hilt it should go in. He would see me. And an audience with Roka is all I need. But should you fail, I get his son. And I take him to Roka. You see, I get an audience with Roka, but you would miss your chance. And if you're thinking of double crossing me, and he kind of like leans forward and puts the tips of his fingers together, believe me when I say I've got plenty of credits, jewels, gold, Every bounty hunter from here to the core worlds would be on you like a Minoc the hyperdrive. But I think you two are honorable men / women, and he looks at you, Kieran. So I'm sure that you'll be fine. Do we have an accord?
May I? And I'm kind of accepting the accord on with this gesture to look at the stone.
All right, deal. And he places the crystal into your hand. Immediately as you touch it, to you it feels warm. There is, but the warmth is as if it's from the inside, as if there's a energy that you can kind of feel pulsate in there. It's not unlike the soul stones that you have worked on in the past, or your very own soul stone that you lost to the Night Mother. It has a similar feel to it, but again, everything in this world isn't exact, and so it feels different. It feels off. It's almost like an echo or a shadow of what you know, but you can sense the energy, and you almost get a sense of what Dakandar was talking about with the Force, because you can feel that this call, this song, is more than just from the crystal, but it's trying to connect to you, to the air, to the ground, to Yasin, to Doc, to his stuff that he has everywhere. You're starting to get a sense of almost like water that ebbs around and is trying to make a connection. So for a brief instant, you feel that connection through the knowledge of your soul stone abilities, and then it sort of fades back into just being a warm crystal in your hand.
Is it replicatable? What would it take to replicate something like this? Would I know anything like that?
You need more time to study it.
Okay. So it's a whole studying process.
Yes. Yes, to do what you know, that what you're not even fully sure what it takes to unlock this crystal. You don't really know what Doc means by unlocking. Like, it should just, in your opinion, I put it into a thing, it should work. It's just a question of how well does it work. So you still need to do some studying to kind of understand that process.
For testing purposes, which I've done with other stones in the past, I'm going to insert it into my stone arm setup. Yep. And kind of like not necessarily attune to it or use it in like I'm trying to attune to this piece in order to use it for energy, but just to kind of like examine or use like a reverse like energy suction, where it just like pulls a little bit of that energy just to feel what it's got, but not like blow myself up.
Sure. Roll Arcana and a Wisdom saving throw, and you can decide which one of those gets the higher number.
Yasin's just staring, and it's just like, rock people are weird.
Rock.
I miss the
haven't
water.
met many rock people myself, but they are indeed interesting.
I got a fifth. Go ahead.
I say, my blue friend, you shouldn't take him for granted.
I'll wait outside and then
I got a 15 on the wisdom saving throw and a dirty 20 on the arcana check.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's start with that. When
Better
you
than a 4.
connect to this stone, and you're using an instinctual method that you develop with your own soul stone, the way you just sort of, I'm going to reach, connect, and kind of suss it out and see what's going on. That song that you could just barely hear as a whisper is quite loud now. And you can see the song interacting with the items around you. And there's this sense of oneness and connectedness that you're feeling. It's quite pleasing. It's calming. What you're sensing is the light side of the Force, and you are kind of in the river, if you will, or the ocean of it, where you're just seeing how it connects. And having this in as a part of your body, every vibration that it makes in its call and song, you can't help but feel, and then feel it touch something else. And it's almost as if you could touch those things with your mind. You feel like, if I just follow that wave, maybe I could touch that cup, move that flag, lift that rock. Like, this is what's kind of coming to your mind. Now, with your wisdom saving throw, it was 15, you said?
Yeah.
You are also aware of a second whisper. It doesn't do any damage, it takes nothing from you, and it can't control you, but you feel this almost stronger pull of, it would be so easy to reach into Doc Undar's lungs and cut off his air. And you can almost hear it as a whisper that flows around you. And it's your own voice, but there's so much malice and evil behind it. But also this tantalizing power. You can see the Force, this energy that people have talked about it. And you look at Doc. Look at him. Do you look at Doc?
No. I look at the cat. And I just like
Mhm.
kind of lock eyes with it and like kind of like try and fight my way out of this, like, because Kieran's like, nope, sensing that, because it reminds him a lot of a past conversation he had in his head several years prior to meeting the party, and he nopes the heck out of there
And you easily,
and removes the stone.
with a wisdom of 15, it's easy. You shrug off this dark side, the dark side of the Force, this whispering presence of power. You shrug that off, and instantly, as you remove the stone, the connection, the Force, everything that you had witnessed earlier, all kind of just fades and almost sucks back into the stone, and you just feel this little heartbeat in your hand.
Fascinating.
I'm not going to pretend to understand what you did, sticking it in your arm like that, but that mean you have an idea of how to unlock its power.
There definitely is a lot of power in this stone. Unlocking the right power is the trick.
Yeah, right, wrong, light, dark, I don't care. Look, you get that little doodad to work, and we got a deal. Look, so here's what you need to know. I saw your friend leave. You may want to bring him back in.
Ask him about the lightsaber. I come back in.
Okay. Can't take my jokes, you little bastard. Okay, so here we go. The man you're looking for is Lieutenant Gagarin, but I think you probably know that. What you don't know is that he is not from this world. And I don't mean Nar Shaddaa. I mean this reality, this, and he kind of motions to everything.
What?
I've recently been aware of these rips in the fabric of reality. It's crazy. It's weird, but I can't deny it. So here's the thing. He came here years ago, managed to impress the Black Suns with his ability to use the Force, and he kind of does these air quotes, but I've talked with him privately. Where he's from, they call it magic. Just mysticism, arcana. It's weird. We got people here who are similar, but not the same. Anyway, there's a particular bar that he hangs out in all the time. If he's not working, he's there. I think he's homesick. think he's a little depressed. I can tell you where that bar is. I can also tell you this. The Black Suns and Roka are fighting hard over territory. Apparently Roka is outgrowing hut space. These areas in the outer rim like Tatooine and Jakku, where the huts like to realm. Now he wants more. The Black Suns don't like that. So they took his son as a bargaining chip, a way to keep him in line. As long as they have him and keep him alive, Roka stays put. But if you free his son, not only is he indebted to you, but he can go to war freely with the Black Sun. And I think he could tear them apart, personally. Shift the balance of power in this sector. It's a beautiful thing for Prophet. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a data pad, hits a couple of buttons on it and flips it so you can see the screen, and it shows you basically from the "you are here," which is at Dakandar's place, and gives you this very easy to remember map of where this bar is. You're looking for the Dives End Bar. It's a few districts west of here. He hangs out there. But my rockish friend, you may want to put your hollow shroud back on. I recognize your face from the wanted posters, and I can tell you Dives End. It's also where all the bounty hunters hang out. Which is good. You should be there, being bounty hunters and all. But Cad Bane, maybe you two have run into him? Yeah? Yeah, well, he hangs out there too. Good friends with Lieutenant Gagarin. I've seen them talk a lot.
No.
Other bounty hunters that I don't recognize, species that might be from this other realm, like Gagarin. Anyway, that should be enough to get you going. How you get the hut, how you get that crystal working, I don't care. I never saw you. If people come asking about, I'm going to turn your asses in, okay? So be scarce and be quick.
I want to have Yasin ask about this about Roka's son, because I'm going to feel very troubled if we go and free this guy and he turns out to be a psychopath.
Oh, his son. Okay, well, what do you want to know?
Is he crazy? Is he mentally well enough to go back to his father and not wreak havoc on public
I
people?
was feeling that a little bit too with the Black Suns. I'm like,
Look, he's a hut, okay? Our hut's really in their right mind. They're all not so crazy, if you ask me. But Roka, he's got a good head for a hut. Look, what you're looking for is a baby. It's a hutlet. He's small.
Oh. I was thinking we were looking for a teenager.
No. Capturing a teenage hut, that would take skill. He's more skill than even the Black Suns might have. No, he's a baby. Very small, easy to carry. The only thing to be cautious of is that baby huts, well, they kind of smell. Like, really bad. Not everyone's able to, like...
So, like a baby.
I mean, you think normal babies are bad. Hut babies, it's like nonstop, you know? It's like...
so it's like a baby. It's not like a...
Yeah, it's like... And he kind of makes this motion and kind of brings him up to your chest, Kieran. And he's like the size of your chest, you know, from like shoulder to belly button kind of a thing.
Okay.
He's like that, you know. He's not huge. You could carry him.
So like what's his face, the ghost from Ghostbusters, that size.
Yeah, like Slimer, yeah.
Yeah, Slimer, yeah.
So, is there anything else you boys need from your old pal Doc?
Doc.
No, Doc, I think that does it for us.
Doc, and then he smacks the droid because it took way too long to say his full name.
I'm gonna hit the little. Actually, no, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
I'll grab a cloth and just like wrap it around my human side of my face, so it's just like rock and glowing eye, and then I'll kind of nod in a slight bow and back away.
All right, good luck. Have fun storming the castle. Ah, ah. Get out. Go ahead, you bastards. And so, yeah, so now you know where to go and what to do. So as you step back out into the bizarre atmosphere, you're immediately assaulted by the music, the sounds, the smells. You notice that the tent opens back up fully, and all those people were literally just waiting outside and kind of come rushing back in and take up the exact same positions that they were in when you got there. Very weird what's going on, but you have a mission, you have a direction. What would the two of you like to do? You can spend more time in the bazaar, or you can head straight to Dives and the Bounty Hunters bar.
How long would it take me to analyze the stone further in order to really like figure out what unlocking this power would mean?
You would probably need a solid hour with the stone in order to really get a sense of it. Now, if you leave it attached to your arm, I will say that hour can be mobile. You can move around, you can sort of keep track of what the stone does to you and understand its essence from that. But periodically, you'll make a wisdom saving throw to resist the dark side, if you will. Or you can have 1 hour of pure, concentrated, uninterrupted time where you are using tools and your knowledge and everything to sort of tap into the stone from the outside. But I will say that time does,
is of the essence.
Not just for your shroud, but also
for the
mission itself.
Yeah, we're starting to feel the pressure, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take it in and absorb and start analyzing.
Sounds good. Again, as you do, the world seems to quiet around you. And I won't make you roll again for it. The same roll you had before works. You again start to hear the song, but the song becomes a background presence in your mind, like white noise. It's easy to ignore it, but you feel it. And you feel it in the connection to things around you. And it's almost like if I focus on the song and reach out, I will connect deeper with the light side of the Force. The whisper is gone right now. You don't notice it. You don't sense it. There is no dark presence. Literally, you just feel calm, peaceful, and connected.
It's
kind of nice feeling. You haven't felt this way in a while.
Yeah, it's very contrasting to what I've been feeling with a lot of my physical effects and stuff of this experience. I'll just kind of like stretch my hand, look at Yasin and be like, if anything goes wrong, I give you permission to chop my hand off. And then we'll just we'll start walking. I'll start walking that way towards the dive's end. Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm just thinking about it for a second, and then just kind of quietly, but like just so Kieran will hear, like, will it grow back?
Yeah.
This one, not this one.
Uh,
The arm that you chop off would determine that answer.
All right. So man, I'm curious. Chop it off, Yasin. Let us leave you two there as you are making your journey to Dives End, and come back to Grim and Estrella. It is time. If we could have the camera on for this.
Yeah.
So that way, because we're going to handle this super, super official-like, which is going to be fun.
Balls.
Before, there was no initiative or anything like that. This time, there is going to be somewhat of an initiative and an order to this fight, and this is going to be a big fun fight. Is Emily ready?
Please don't die.
Oh, she's
Please,
coming
please,
right
please
back.
Don't die.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
You okay, Melissa? Hey!
I don't even know how I did that, but there's like water stuck in my sinuses.
It's
Oh,
called
I hate
stress. And
It's called stress.
We're playing with you. No,
I just like inhaled it into my nose.
don't do that. Simply don't.
I'm on Estrella right now.
all right, let me change the lighting because we're no longer in the bazaar. This isn't a fun, festive atmosphere. This is gonna be a little.
What?
It's festive, but it's not fun.
It's fun for the crowd. They're getting into this for sure. Also, trying to imitate Watkins too much. Like, it's fun for the crowd. Like, I just got it in my head to do it. Get a little lightning. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So, in the time that it has, that you have all been kind of doing this initial fight and everything, a light rain has started to fall.
Great.
And there's thunder that cracks in the background, and the sky is starting to darken. So I'm just going to, I know y'all still need to see, so I don't want to lessen it too much, but just a wee bit here from this.
Just how.
Just a wee bit. As clouds start to form and more rain starts to fall.
Oh, that's true.
The crowd doesn't care. In
Get
fact, the rain only seems to energize them, and they have not seen a group of noobs do this in their lifetime. This is an amazing moment for them. Inside of Roka's private chamber where the champions are, this sword from Alexander slowly moving its way deeper into where they are sitting. Alexander's a big boy. He's just painted pure black right now. We're going to get some detail on him, but he's a big boy. He's about a good 15 to 20 feet tall on his hooves. You just hear him growling, both grim, and you growl with him. This is almost everything that Alexander does and feels. The two of you are 100% connected, mind, body, and soul. And so as the two of you growl, you just see the sword drive deeper, and you are looking through his eyes. You make eye contact with Roka the Hutt, and you stare him down in Alexander's demon prince form. And Roka just crosses his arms very nonchalant. And he says two things in Huttese, which our major domo, our Mr. Morden translates. Roka says to fix this. Deal with them? Mud immediately knows what Roka is talking about, and so do the other champions. You know as well, Nim. There have been times where where others have rebelled in the past, none so brash and brazen as to actually attempt to take out the cannon, but you have had to put down rebellions before, and you and Mud look at each other in a sense of, here we go again. You can hear Arden Fett draw her sword. It's this vibro blade that has a black blade on it and a nice ornate hilt. And it just glows with energy for a brief moment. Yoda steps forward and kind of just grunts a little bit. You can see that he's the most reserved and stays the farthest back. Anthrax just pulls his axe from behind him. All right, yeah, I was hoping I could get in there. Fuck yeah, let's get it. And as he loosens himself up, he kind of strums a bit. Cool, yeah, it's in tune. Here we go. We're going to make sweet music tonight, aren't we? And he's looking over at you, Nin.
Hey, no, I'm just kidding. She's going to give him a nod, but she's going to look over at Mud and be like, "You go, big guy, I'll go low."
And she readies her axe. And in the time it's taking the champions to prepare, a new droid walks up. Those of you who watched the fight from before, the exhibition match with Mud and Nim, have seen this droid. This is the official announcer droid. And immediately when Morden said, "Fix this," the droid has stepped up and he kind of makes a couple of punches on his arm, and then you hear his voice reverberate around the crowd. "Greetings, Roka fans! Yes! Oh, these new gladiators are something else, aren't they? Well, that's what they're here for, to give you all a real fight." So, in his amazingness, in his gloriousness, Roka is not just going to treat you with the most amazing group of new gladiators who have ever graced this arena, but you will see his 5 champions rush to fight. Are you ready? And you can just hear the crowd roaring for this, and Mud just preps herself. And you hear this big gong sounding. 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. Drop the shield now.
There he is.
As Morden drops the shield, you just hear Mud growl. Yeah! And just launches herself past Alexander's sword and just drives her hammer into his chest, and using her sizable body weight, plunges them both down to the ground of the arena. Grim, you literally see your sword come inches from Roka's eye, and he doesn't even blink, and then boom, you see yourself falling back as this giant woman, literally a giant woman, slams into your chest, and the two of you are falling down to the ground. Grim, as Alexander, you are now in a one-on-one fight with Roka's lead champion, Mud.
I have a quick question. You said the shield was down, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It is down. In order for Mud to go through, it dropped. And you hear the announcer droid, "Well, look at her go. There is our bulwark, Hilda, taking on this massive creature. Isn't it amazing, folks? That's right, only the best for you. Let's see how Roka's champion handles this one." I want you to roll initiative with me, Grim, to see which of us gets to attack first, either Mud or Alexander. That is a 15, and then I need to go add Mud's +2 initiative, which is going to be a 2, so that's 17. What'd you get?
So wait, what do I add to it?
You should have an initiative up at the top next to your armor class.
I don't see all of that. I just have this page.
It'll be on your main page, and you'll see it says.
Oh. So wait, it's not just that photo you sent me. It's more.
Oh,
yeah,
that's he's asking for Grimm's, not his.
Oh, for Grimm's.
I want you to roll initiative for this using Grimm's little thing. Any abilities that you want to use, you can use any of Alexander's abilities, or you can just have him swing his mighty sword a few times. He can make 2 attacks with his sword in one move.
I was reading that. I wasn't sure exactly how to fight with him. So I look at her skills.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to look at her initiative, roll your d20, and then add that to it.
I don't see anything, so probably nothing.
It could be a 0. Some have 0.
Yes, it's 0.
Okay.
I got 19.
Nice. You go first. What would you like to do?
So where is she on me?
She was on top of you, but as the two of you kind of roll through the air, both of you land onto the ground and kind of in perfect superhero style. The two of you are ready to throw down, and you can see Mud, and you look at her. She's probably up to Alexander's chest, give or take. So Alexander is bigger, getting close to that kind of a 12-foot tall range. But 7 feet tall on Mud, she is not small, and you can tell that her build and everything, she is aggressively getting ready to use that hammer for all it's worth as she kind of spins it around deftly.
Okay. I guess I will kind of melee with the sword.
Okay.
No, melee is when it comes back, right?
No.
What is it? Okay.
Just a hit.
Yeah, you're just swinging the sword a couple of times. So you're going to try and break her AC. Let's see.
I want to aim for the hammer.
Okay, so you're going to disarm. All right, let's see if you can break your AC first.
Is it just straight whatever I roll?
Yeah, since we're not going to worry about his weapon for right now. Just whatever you roll.
Okay, 16.
Okay, that matches, so it goes to the attacker. So the first hit will hit. What about your second one? He does 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
13.
13 does not. Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll damage. So for his weapon, roll 2d8s.
What?
The 2 pyramids.
Oh, she's on the phone.
Oh.
He's okay. He's okay.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, here. Is it your mom? Uh-huh.
Mommy's calling.
I'm sorry. So roll 2d8s, and let's see what kind of damage you do. So you're going to try and disarm. Interesting. There's a snoop behind me. Yep, it's the pyramid.
There is a snoop behind you. He's been
Pyramid.
The double pyramid. Yeah.
Yep.
That one.
Okay. Roll that.
Yep.
How many times?
Twice.
Cool.
8. 1.
9.
9. Okay. 9. So we'll go ahead and take 9 damage for that hit. It's not strong enough, so since the second one doesn't connect, it's not strong enough to disarm. But what happens is, as Alexander rushes in, and you hear him kind of resist you for a moment, going, "Disarm? Really?" And he moves in, and he, with his first strike, Mud just kind of ducks underneath it, but it's a feint. And he goes for a second, aiming for the hammer. As it connects, the shockwave of it just causes these 9 points of damage to Mud. And you watch her just take and go, ugh, and it kind of buckles against her. But she slides the hammer around and locks with his sword and just stares at him and goes, "Ha ha, good try, demon. Not good enough." And it is now Mud's turn to do her attack. And she will be doing 2 attacks with her hammer. First, to break your AC. And we'll be going against Alexander's AC, which I know you don't see, but I do. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So Alexander has an AC of 18, which is actually quite nice. 18. So 2 rolls from Mud. That is a natural 20 on the first one. Jess can look at that and double check.
I saw
I
it.
believe.
Second one. is a 2. A 2 plus 9 still will not break his AC. So Mud's going to roll damage with the maul. It's 2d6 plus 5, so I'm just going to roll it in here.
That's 4. Because she got a critical.
Yep, so 11, and then double that, so this is a hit of 22 against Alexander. You watch as Mud just shifts her grip on the hammer and throws the sword away. As she does, Alexander steps back out of that wide move, but again, Mud's first move was a feint as well, and she spins and brings that hammer around and just connects with one of his kneecaps. She's trying to shorten this guy down, and his knee buckles briefly at 22 points of damage. You can hear Alexander just scream out, "Oh, let me kill her, Grim!" And he just he takes the hit and shrugs it off. He's still good. Both are well in this fight. But that was the first salvo. Cutting over to Estrella. Estrella, you can hear the announcer just screaming out, "Wow, look at that hit from that weird demon thing! Oh, and Mud counters, trying to take him down a notch. You go, girl!"
Amazing.
Oh.
Estrella, you are, again, with your mage hand raised up, and you are staring down the barrel of this glowing gun, and it is getting ready to attack. You can see behind you, if you look, Grim kneeling on the ground, and again, using your arcana, you see this almost magical tether from her to this demon form, which you can immediately sense is Alexander. You felt his presence before, and it's kind of like, oh, damn, look at you, boy. And you can sense that. But you can also see all of the champions leap out of this protective area where Roka is sitting. And you see them hit the ground and immediately start running towards Seth, Strength, and all the others who are down there, getting ready to just clear the battlefield. And you hear the announcer, "Oh, the other champions have entered the fray. They're going to clean house." And the last one that you see still standing up there is Nim, who is hesitating just half a second. But all of that passes in the blink of an eye as you turn back to the cannon and see its glow intensify and feel this rush of air just as your hair stands on end as the cannon fires. In this moment, time stops for you. Everything fades. And you see two people standing with you. The first is Pain, this old friend of Nim's. The creature whose presence you felt before, who you saw reaching for you and said that you would not die today as you watched Lafia pass. And you see him standing to one side and going, "Well, what a predicament we have here." On the other side, you see Lunas. But she's different than you've seen her before. She's not dressed in flowing robes and her gowns and her ethereal, shimmery fabrics. She's dressed in armor. And the armor is gorgeous and beautiful, shining with golds and silvers and still reflecting the night sky. Her wings are unfurled, and in her hand she carries a sword and a shield. Estrella, this is not the time to throw your life away. Oh, but your little one is reckless, Lunas. Don't talk to me. You have no business here, Dark One. Oh, I have every right here. I was invited. And you know where I'm invited, I cannot leave. I must protect your little child, Lunis. She cannot die here. Not yet. I made a deal. Lunis looks at you, Estrella, with sad eyes. Make a deal with me, Dark One. Oh no, you can't be serious, Lunis. In an instant, he's next to you, Estrella, and you can feel his breath on your cheeks as he whispers, "Is that the bargain? Should I make a deal with your goddess? You see, this can go a few different ways. I can save you. I can keep you alive from anything. But every time you hurt, I have to hurt someone else. I can't just take it into me. That would be foolish. I love me. I could hurt your friend, Nim. I've hurt her a lot. And she's because of it. I could hurt your friends on the field if you wish. They're weak. They wouldn't take much before they popped like grapes in your mouth.
Oh.
Oh man.
I could take the crowd.
What are the rings?
Whole swaths of them could die before you're finished with your battle. Or, and you see Lunis step in. Or I could take it, Estrella. Let me bear this burden for you so that you survive. Don't make a deal with the Dark One. His power is strong, but it always comes with a price. Let me pay it for you, child. Live. The choice is yours, Estrella, and I don't have all day, so make up your mind. Who do I take?
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Damn, not Lunas. Okay.
There is the implied third option, which is you take nobody's deal and deal with the gun 100% on your own. So there are three choices that you can make here.
Yeah, no. Estrella's contemplating the fact that one of her friends just died and people are getting hurt and she doesn't want to cause any more. And she's also thinking about the fact that her janky arm is probably spreading pretty bad because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And yeah, no, she's willing to take option number 3 for this one. She doesn't want anyone else to get hurt. So neither of them.
Are you sure, child?
Final answer.
Lunis looks at you and
because death.
She smiles, but it's a very sad smile. I am proud of you.
Making her sad.
I am proud of you, Estrella, for choosing the hard road. I will not leave your side this day. But I will, bitch, so goodbye and enjoy.
Oh, it's the other guy. I was like, what?
His presence just
bitch, goodbye.
pull away. And Nim, you can see his tether move from Estrella and come back to your side. And you hear Pain go, Well, she's chosen another path, and not much I can do about that. We tried, little one. We tried. Now watch as your friends die. And you feel his energy go back into the crystal where it always lives.
You know, sometimes I really hate that fucker. I'm going to join the fray and literally run down the wall to the ground.
And you do. This is something that's super easy for a monk to do. And you hear the crowd erupt as it comes back to your ears and Estrella's as the announcer goes, "And here comes Nim, the Dark Monk, entering the fray! Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a treat because to watch all five in unison is not something we'll ever see again! Yes!"
There's your little announcer.
See, you hit the ground.
And here's your other people.
Yep. You already see Arden, Anthrax, and the others ahead of you moving. Oh no, we're gonna deal with her.
We're gonna deal with her, okay.
Oh no, I'm just setting y'all up here. And you see them ahead of you. They already have a good 20 pace lead, except for Yoda, who is definitely in the back. But leading the charge is Arden Fett. And you can hear her battle cry. Just, and immediately the twoest people closest to her, random plebs, people that you don't know, that nobody knows, but she cuts them down quickly and effortlessly. You watch Anthrax jump in above her head, "All right!" And immediately, boom, one, boom, another with his axe. The crowd is loving it. The announcer is going, "Oh, look at Anthrax and Arden Fett. Yes, they're just getting in there. Look at them cut down these noobs. Let's watch the carnage unfold." And very quickly, the two of them deal with those who stood against the ones from Faerun. And without missing a stride, you watch Anthrax and Arden rush towards Seth and Thok, who are the next two closest to them.
Hold on.
We're going to hold there as you figure out what to do.
Shit.
Estrella, as Lunis pulls away, and you feel her presence with you, again the gun is before you, and it fires. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw with advantage for choosing the hard path.
Finally, my murder.
Why didn't I ever get that?
Because you did. You got stuff.
We all got stuff.
It's gonna be a 9.
Okay. As the gun fires, it deals 19 plus 14, so that is 23 plus 7, 30 points of damage. You move to dodge and get out of this raised path, but it is bigger than you anticipated. And at point blank range, you feel it just burn into your body. You have no armor, no protection, and 30 points of damage washes over you and knocks you to one side. You are still on the mage hand, but your concentration broke for a split second and the hand has dropped down about 15 feet, but you reconnect and you hold yourself there, and so you haven't hit the ground. You don't take fall damage from this. But as you look at your body, you see flesh burned. Your arm is barely hanging on, as you can see bits of bone and muscle. That arm was already weak, and it got hit by the blast.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh no! I don't know what I expected.
Estrella, it's your turn.
Run. Friend, run.
No, wait, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Hi.
Hold on. I can dance.
Go hide behind me. I don't care.
There's nowhere to run. Okay.
Stop.
Damn.
And you
Damn
can
it.
hear the announcer in the back. As you think of what to do, you hear the announcer going, "Oh, fuck! She lives!" That is amazing, folks. There aren't many who have taken the BFG's main shot and lived to tell about it, but she's still kicking. What is Estrella made of? Sponsors, this is one to watch for. She survives tonight's event. You may want to snatch her up. I can't wait to see what she does next.
All right. Okay. Am I within 60 feet of the gunman?
Hell yeah, you are. You are right up in its face.
I am casting spiritual weapon at 4th level. It's going to be a lightsaber.
Okay.
I don't want to head off.
Yep.
Do it.
So that way I can get in the seat and control the gun. Do it. With the one arm that is working.
So you're gonna get in there and fight the gunner?
Oh, well, I'm going to try to kill him before I get up there.
Gotcha. Okay, so talk to me through your spiritual weapon. How's this gonna work?
I just kind of want to, just be able to control it with the Force. We're in Star Wars land.
Yep.
From where I'm at, just kind of like one arm hanging off, and I just want to go whoosh, take his head off, since I'm within range of him.
All right.
It's not fancy. I'm just trying to kill him.
No, this is instinct. This is like death-saving instinct that you're doing here. You're gonna need to make an attack roll.
Yep.
To break this guy's AC. He does have an AC.
Yep.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
All right. That is a 15.
That matches his AC, but it always goes to the attacker.
Yes. Oh,
All right.
sweating bullets.
I need you to roll damage.
Okay.
And add 5 to it.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so damage for a 4th level is going to be 1d8. Damage increases by 1d8 every 2 slots. Okay, so 2d8 plus 5. Oh, that's good. That's going to be 16 points of damage.
As you catch yourself in this mage hand, you instinctually just reach into a reservoir of energy that is akin to this world. You tap into the Force, and for a minute, you hear this song. The same song that Kieran has been hearing. And within this song, you can hear Lunas's voice singing with it. And you form this energy blade in your hand and toss it. And you watch as it spirals wide and digs itself into the shoulder of this gunner, whose name Freck, by the way.
Of course he is, Frick.
Freck. And you just
Thank
hear you hear him scream out, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, ow!" As he watches this thing come for him. And, "What the frack? Ow! Ow, man!" And you have pinned him to the gun and taken 16 points of damage of him. Basically, you've taken half of his life in one shot.
Okay.
This wound that you leave is big, and like you, one of his arms no longer works.
Taking arms left and right.
And he locks eyes with
Who's
you.
that?
And you just see this green-skinned, face-tattooed man reach with one hand for the gun and go, "Is that how you want to play? Okay, I'll play." And he just uses one arm to slowly turn the gun. Now, what you notice is that both his accuracy and his speed are halved because he's only doing one arm. And this is a rather heavy machine that's a little old and maybe needs some maintenance. So you have a greater shot of dealing with him now.
Okay.
Cutting back to Nim.
Yeah, so I have a plan.
All right, what's your plan, Nim?
If I see Estrella get half blown apart,
Yep,
this might be a
you
problem.
watch her get blown, and you see her strike Freck. You know the gunner. Not that you know him,
I
but
don't
you
care about Freck.
but you know Freck. And you see Freck getting skewered by her lightsaber move, but you see him grab hold of the gun, and you know that he can still do things. He's still good. And you watch him start to try and track Estrella now, albeit slower. At the same time, you watch Arden and Anthrax get closer to Seth and Thok. Thok is tired and old and hurt from training, and he's looking. Look, man, you gotta run. No, Seth, just leave me. Let me die. I'm old. I'm not gonna make it.
Stop.
But I'll give him some spinach puffs on the way out.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Seth is in just the most cat-like defensive position around Thok. And he's completely ignoring Thok
Everything talks.
and just readying to fight Arden Fett and Anthrax as they rush for him. And you hear Anthrax call out, "Oh, he's so cute! I'm gonna wear you as a belt!"
Oh my god. Okay, well, since I can move faster than them, I want to move 50 feet
Yep.
to get in front of them and almost like claim them as mine
Okay.
to deal with. So,
All right, so you...
yeah, I'm gonna get in front of Arden and Anthrax before they can get to them.
Done. You can easily move that distance and put yourself in between. We've got Anthrax here. They're all dead. Dead. And there's Fett. Anthrax looks at you, and he's like, "All right, nice, love." And he kind of gives you a wink. Now, in the past, that wink has meant one thing. Launch me. Use your staff and launch me into the air. And so he's winking at you to do it again.
Launch him where?
You don't know, but you know that's what he wants. You fought long enough with him that you know he wants to be vaulted.
Okay,
no.
I'm going to vault him towards Alexander.
Okay. I want you to make a strength move with
He's
that.
got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What? Oh.
Give me a strength check with that.
It's a saving throw or just a check?
Just check.
Okay. Okay, 16.
Okay. As Anthrax gets up to
Probably
you,
doesn't want to go that way, but
nope, you feel his body weight and where he wants to go, and he wants to go up and over you and towards Grim. But instead, you force his momentum in the opposite way. And you're not strong enough against his weight to propel him all the way.
right.
But he does fall back halfway. Definitely within Alexander's range if he chooses to do so. But you just kind of hear him going, "Oh, what the fuck!" And just falls backwards. And for a split second, he is prone.
I then twirl my staff around and just point it at Arden. And I'm like, "These ones are mine. Don't worry about it. All right? Now, number 3 can go sit down."
You know what, Nim? I am tired of your ass. And it's time that someone puts you in your place, cursed monk.
Do you really want to do this, especially in front of Roka?
Roll for initiative.
All right.
Fine. I fucking
You and Arden Fett are now in a one-on-one fight.
That's a natural 20.
So is mine.
Oh, plus 5. We got a plus 5.
I'll let you have it since I'm not going to bother with a plus for Arden. This is going to be a fight. Let's go.
I was literally just trying to like make a scene, as in these are my people. But let's go. Let's go.
There's
First
no
move is
freaking
yours.
way we show up to this fight in time. We're gonna get there and be like, "What's up?" This is be like, "Oh, it's over. We already killed everyone. We win."
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Arden stares at you and readies her blade, and she goes, I've had enough waiting for Roka to put me in a one-on-one match with you. We end this now, you pointed-eared bitch.
All right. Is she just human under there?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
a human Mandalorian, yep.
Elf envy. I see it all the time. It's fine. I'm going to take my my staff and do a flurry of blows, but with it, I want to use one of my key points
Uh-huh.
to. Where is it? There's one where I can put a like what's the word?
I have a quick
There it
question.
is. Go ahead.
Yeah, go. What's your question?
How many rounds until it's been a minute?
Each round is about 6 seconds, so it usually takes somewhere around 10 rounds, give or take, at the DM's discretion. You have something that's special you want to do in a minute?
Maybe. Thinking.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, I want to use a open hand technique, which in a flurry of blows I can use a key point to use an effect on the target, which is either fall prone or get pushed up to 15 feet.
Okay.
And can't take a reaction until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha. So you want to...
So I want to push her.
Okay.
I really want to just like
All right.
show off. Show off.
Break her AC.
All right, cool. Okay, 18,
That'll do it.
which I have a plus to.
Yeah, you already
It doesn't
broke it
matter.
with the 18.
Okay. So flurry of blows. Would be
Yep.
6.
Roll damage.
So it's 2 hits. So it's 2
Okay.
d6s. 2 and a 3 plus 5.
So 10 points of damage.
Points.
But you want to push her back, and then she cannot move afterwards.
She has to make a dex. Not a dex save. Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the number I got to beat?
15.
Nope. Not even close. She rolled a 3. Then no pluses to that or to get her to 15. So you come up to her, and this is a fight that you've been waiting for a while. And like like Kai in Last Airbender, you've got this like just kind of like these little needle point movements where you get her in pressure points, 3 different pressure points as you just kind of move your way down her body. And for the last one, you throw out your palm, and you just feel this force connect with her. 10 points of damage that reverberates through her Beskar armor, but she moves back 15 feet from you, slides back, and you just see her body. She just grits. Because of these pressure points, she's stuck and cannot move for this round, and so thus loses her turn. All she can do is growl at you and spit and go, "It's not going to be that easy. I swear I'm killing you."
I don't know. It seems pretty easy. You do remember I fought that thing, right? And she points at Mud.
And lost.
I don't know if you would call it losing.
Cutting back to Mud. It is our second round, and Grim, what do you want to do?
He doesn't have a lot going on. So I do have a question. Are all of these stats in effect?
Oh, she had a question. There was a stat where it said she could add plus
A
10.
lot of them have pluses to my
Like-
attacks, which I wasn't adding.
Oh yeah, you can plus to attack, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh,
like,
joy.
AC.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
to go for her, basically to take off one of her arms.
Okay.
And,
We are truly going to disarm her now.
yes, I'm going to just help that process. Okay.
Getting hungry.
So do I just roll for how much damage? Or
You still got to break her AC.
okay.
So if you're just going to do 2 more sword attacks and you're going to try and disarm her, you got to break her AC.
No, I mean we're going more for the vicious.
I mean, yeah, you're disarming. I mean that in the literal sense of
Oh, yes. If I can get one off with one, I'll go for the other arm.
and make her bleed out and die. I mean, that's
I got a nat 20.
okay. Cool.
She can't be crit.
I know.
I can what?
And your second hit. Don't worry. I got Mud stat sheet. I know things.
I know things. Okay.
Sorry.
And then this one's for 1 hit, correct?
Yep, that's just 1 hit. You got to roll again for the second hit.
Okay, I got a 17 and a 20.
Okay.
And then it has a plus.
Well, don't worry about the plus at that point. You've already broken her AC with those 2. So nat 20 will always that breaks, and then your 17 also breaks her AC as well. So I want you to roll damage. Now, with Mud's armor, it is impossible to land a critical strike against her. That's what a nat 20 is. And if you roll a crit or a critical, that usually means you double the damage. But Mud's armor prevents criticals from happening. So you still only roll normal damage.
Okay.
But you can add your plus 10, which is Alexander's his attack damage modifier for his weapon.
To what okay.
To what you roll, yep.
What I
So
roll.
you're rolling 2d8s, and then you're going to go ahead and add 10.
It says 4d6s. Or is that not the same?
What move are you doing?
I don't know.
It's his greatsword.
I mean, we'll do the 2d8s. I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
let me double check his greatsword here. This is what we're looking at here. Ah, I see what you're doing. Yes, his greatsword hit. Yep. Go ahead. So this is a single weapon attack, not a multi-hit. Just so you know the difference.
Okay. Well, then we'll just do the one we were already doing. You
Okay.
said, I got the 2d8s already rolled.
So
It
in
was
that case, do not add 10 to those. It's just their straight damage. So that's the difference. His great sword,
okay.
if you use it in this fashion, you add 10 to it. It's a different attack.
Oh fuck. Well, no, we're doing the most damage. Which one's this?
Now I'm gonna help you out here. And above his great sword, there's something called multi-attack. You see that?
Yeah.
And it says he makes 2 great sword attacks.
Uh-huh.
And that would allow you to use your plus 10 to both. Just helping you out with the rules there. So go ahead and roll 4 d6s.
Is this the right dice?
That is a d3.
That's what I thought. Which one has 6 sides? I'm still
The 6-sided one
It's a
is
square.
It's the square, the cube.
Yes.
okay. Okay, let me add this shit up.
Add that shit up.
Okay.
All the things.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 10. 20.
20.
Do I do it again?
No, that's your multi
We're good?
attack.
We're good.
20. That's a shit. Good hit. 20 damage against the infamous mud. Through you, Alexander gets this finally, and starts going for blood. And you watch this sword swing out with these massive hits, stronger than Mud is ready for. And though she catches them, it boom, digs into one shoulder. She tries to shift it away. Boom, it digs into the second shoulder. There are big gashes that kind of appear in her her jacket that she has, being hit in between certain armor pieces that she has. But underneath is a chainmail that she wears. And you can see it gleam as you rip back from it, preventing the critical that you got earlier. So you can't. That's why you couldn't double the number. And Mud, just as kind of a little bit of blood trickles down her wound, she just looks up at Alexander and goes, "Finally, a real challenge." And she goes for her special multi-attack. She is going to use Charged Hammer Strike. This move can only be used 3 times per long rest, and allows her to activate the rockets that are embedded in her hammer as a means to increase the strength of her hit. And so she is going to make 2 great hammer strikes using this rocket ability. So 2 of her 3 charges she is going to use. And it is time to break this man's AC. Again, he has an 18 AC. So we're going to go with her plus 10 to break here. That is going to be a 10 plus 10, so a dirty 20. So the first one will break against Alexander. And then her second one is a 5 plus 10, so that's 15. So the second one will not break. But she is going to get 1 charged attack in there. That is going to give her an additional D6 of damage here. So we're going to roll this one, which is going to be 13, plus here, which is going to be a 6. So that's 19 points of damage. Almost blow for blow. Yes.
How do I know how much he has? I just have minus this, minus that. I don't know what his actual.
Don't worry. I'll let you know. There's a reason I didn't give you his full stat sheet.
Why are you being a coward?
There's a purpose to that. There is a purpose. 19 points of damage. So you watch as this, the first strike misses, but she flips her grip, hits her little button she's got near her hand, and you watch this flame appear from the back end of her hammer and just and launch itself into Alexander's gut hard. And you can feel a rib crack, and you can hear him kind of grunt, "Oh, I can't take this all day, Grim." And Mud takes a couple of steps back and goes, "Ah, you took that well, creature. Perhaps this will be a good fight. We seem to be evenly matched at this point. Are you sure that you are fighting for the right side?"
Am I supposed to talk for him?
You can talk for him if you want, or you can let Alexander talk, your choice. He waits on you. You control.
Oh, that's weird. I'll let him talk.
Okay. Out of Alexander's mouth, you just see these kind of teeth and just blood and saliva that trickles down his chin, and he goes,
The right side is the one I'm on, and the one that my woman is on. And you're trying to kill him.
His woman.
Oh, buddy.
And you see Mud kind of look behind Alexander and sees you back there and goes, good to know. It is now Estrella's turn. Estrella,
Yeah.
gun is moving towards you, trying to track you.
Yeah.
I want you to make a dex saving throw, but with advantage because it's slow and the gunner only has one good arm.
Okay. All right. APT buddies. High five. Oh. 12.
Not fast enough.
Ugh.
God. My dex save is -4.
Oh, I am so sorry. Where is your life at?
Chris, I have 1 hit point.
Okay. It doesn't matter what this thing does.
Yeah, I'm down.
It will kill you.
Yep.
So here's what happens. As you try to run away from this gun, you can hear the announcer cry out, "Here it comes! The moment we've all been waiting for! Another one's about to die! Let's see what Freck can do! Get him, boy!" And you hear the gun whir.
And Gatling gun.
You can feel the crowd hush as everything caves in around your hearing. You barely feel the rain touch your skin. And you can feel the gun's heat at your back. And you wince because you are ready to just let it go. The curse, the mission, the weight of watching your village die, everything that has been plaguing you and haunting you is going to come to an end, and you're finally going to be at peace. But as the roar of the weapon gets ready to burn into your skin, you see the shadow of wings around you. Do you turn around?
Yeah.
As you do,
Jesus.
you look at Lunis, who has her wings outstretched, absorbing every bit of this gun's energy. And she looks at you. I told you, child, I would never leave your side. Take this gift and do something with it. And you watch her collapse to one knee, but her height is still over you as she raises her wings to keep you in her shadow. My child, we have seen so much together. I was there when your family died. I was there when you found out you were cursed. I was there when you set out on your first adventure. And I will be there again when you finish it. But I'm afraid. And you watch as her skin starts to crack and light passes through her, that I will have to leave you for a brief time. I'm sorry. I couldn't stay. Do me one favor, child. Don't throw your life away. Now, run!
Oh my god!
And as she screams at you, her body is enveloped in light as every pore bursts the energy of the gun from behind, and you watch as Lunas fades into just stardust that flies up into the rain-soaked sky of Nar Shaddaa. With that, we move to Kieran and Yasin.
Hey guys.
As the two of you
Kieran, do you ever feel like something crazy is happening in the background, whatever we're doing?
Why do I suddenly just feel sad?
And Kieran, you do. Because at this moment, you sense a great disturbance in the Force. And you literally feel as if something close to you has died. And you can't place that feeling, but when you step into the bar, there's a hollow net feed of the fight in the arena. And the two of you instantly see Nim and Grim and Estrella. And you're all speechless as you watch the last minute of combat, watching Nim throw herself in front of Thok and Seth, looking as Grim summons Alexander, watching Estrella get hit and almost die, and then seeing her survive a fatal impact with this giant cannon. And in that moment, both of you can see the outline of Estrella's deity, and her wings protect her. And you are speechless as two of you catch something no one else would notice. These little embers of light that move away from Estrella and into the sky. And in those minutes, as you numbly watch the hollow screen, you know exactly what the girls have been doing in the battle that they've had.
Oh no!
Well, I'm guessing that everybody is watching this because this is kind of a spectacle.
Oh yeah.
That nobody has seen before.
You're watching cheers and bets being placed, people pointing at the screen and saying names like, "Oh, the cursed monk," and "Here comes Hjalda," and "Look at those two noobs! Wow, they're just, well, it's incredible." And you're hearing the chatter and the murmur from everyone.
Can we take this moment to look around the room and at least get a good look at everybody basically before they see us?
Of course. Of course. If the two of you would like to do that, just roll investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Yasin grab someone and say, "Where is this?"
Yeah, you don't even need to roll investigation for that shit. The closest guy to you is Deveronian. They're red skinned, they got horns. They basically look like the devil. They have that stereotypical devil guy look to them, their species. And he's a skinny guy, just wearing some very simple clothing, this kind of tunic and pants. And you just kind of grab and pull him in your anger. It's like, "Oh, wait, hey, whoa. Ease your thrusters. I'm That I mean no harm. Yeah, and you kind of you say like, where is this? Is that what you're kind of yelling at him?
Well, just yeah. Where is she? Yeah, face to face.
Oh, and he kind of points at the hollow net feed. You mean the arena, kid, the arena?
Where's the arena?
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Can I have my collar back? Can I breathe? Can I? Ah, shit. Man, that's whew. Yeah, you might want to fight the arena yourself, Muscles. Damn. Okay. Here, look. Yeah. That is Roka's arena. And you must be new to Nar Shaddaa. It's okay. I'm not holding it against you. It's in the center of the whole city. So, back there was the bazaar and the casino, your Casino Royale. Yeah, well, behind that, literally just like a sky taxi away. It's not far. You'll find the arena. Any taxi will get you. You just ask him to go to Roka's arena, and they'll take you there. Okay? We cool? We got it? Can I live? Can I walk? Can I go? Suddenly I gotta take a real bad shit, man.
Walk away, small man.
By the way, Chris, on our way, I popped one of the the guys. It's just one of the other it was like a kind of like a priesty kind of guy.
Ah, yes. The I believe he was the Twi'lek
Yes.
who was
Twi'lek, yeah.
Yep. So as you activate him, giving yourself your full hour, you are a tall, blue-skinned Twi'lek. You notice that your Leku kind of give you a few inches of height as they come up regally and kind of lay down behind your back. Your robes are made of what you appear to be like the finest silks. A kind of a very burgundy hue to them with some silver accenting. There is like a neck shawl that comes down your front, and on either side is writing in the Twi'lek language in Rylothian. You're not sure what it says, but you get a sense that, again, given what Centaurus has told you, this is, kind of a holy man, if you will, a person who abhors violence and all that kind of stuff. And so you immediately sort of take that posture and straighten out and everything. And Kieran, you notice, your friend just kind of immediately kind of, have this somber expression at what you're doing and roughhousing this Deveronian, but the Deveronian looks at the two and he's like, okay. And immediately makes his way to the bathroom, which you notice is straight in the back, like literally straight from the main entrance. He just rushes past the door, and you see him kind of bump into a couple of guys and runs into a stall that you see before the door kind of swings shut.
Did I rolled a 21 on that investigation check for like looking at all the people.
The room. Wow, Yasin made a scene.
Right, I'm like trying to like.
So you can do that, absolutely. So your 21 gets you a hold on, I'm just trying to find some music here for this. You instantly notice one person who jumps out to you, because he'd be the first one you see anywhere you go, and it's Cad Bane. Cad is at the bar, talking calmly with many of the people who have gathered there, kind of remarking at some of the people, and you can hear him casually talk. Oh, yeah, the cursed. Oh, geez, his voice. He's like a cowboy. Hang on.
Cowboy.
Yeah, here we go.
Baby.
That cursed monk up there. Yeah, I brought her in 10 years ago. Probably the greatest bounty I brought for Roka. She was wanted by her parents, but I figured I'd make more money selling directly to the hut. And now she's made me a tidy sum every time I bet on her.
Oh yeah, no, I'd highly recommend doubling down on that bet, son. If anybody can get stuff done, it's her. She's good. She's real good.
So I'm gonna have Yasin just undo his Katara little water thing.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna water bend around like the icicle around his head. Well, it's gonna be water, and then I'm going. Doesn't he have like a breathing apparatus or something?
He does. Yes.
Oh well, yeah. I just want to. I don't know if that would do anything though.
I don't know.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna fling the icicles and try to pierce the breathing apparatus.
Roll
Making
stealth.
moves.
Roll stealth to see how successful you are at getting past his perception.
Man, I gotta step up my game because like apparently you guys are all going ham at like attacking the people. You're like,
Well,
Kieran.
Yasin's pissed now.
that's true.
Other things that you notice, Kieran, is that there are definitely many others at this bar that you would say are from Faerun, from the place of Yasin and Estrella and all of them. You recognize species that you've never seen before the last time you came through Nar Shaddaa. You can see elves and a tiefling in the background, humans that don't appear like the humans of this galaxy, but feel off to this world. Probably not their home. There's one bounty hunter who keeps her presence in the background, is not making herself known much, but you do make eye contact with her and get a sense that she's probably more interested in the crowd than you are. And you also can see someone that you feel might be Lieutenant Grigarin, an elf. Braided hair coming down his back, wearing the Black Sun ceremonial armor, the symbol clearly on his right shoulder piece, a cape that falls down his back, and very distinct pointed ears. As he turns his face to the side looking at Cad Bane, you can see tattoo markings across his cheeks. That roll history to see if you recognize where they're from. Yep.
Me?
Yes.
8.
They seem familiar. They seem extremely important, as if this elf isn't just your average high elf or woodland elf, but comes from an order that you just can't place their name at this moment. But Grigarin doesn't look like a pushover. Eli,
Yes.
what was Yasin's stealth roll?
Well, I was just going to ask real quick, can a brother get an advantage roll? Can I cop $1?
You don't get
You know what,
to
for
do
shits and giggles, why not? I'll give you advantage. I will give you advantage because nobody knows you're there. Nobody has seen you yet, except for that one Deveronian who just ran to the bathroom.
Yes. Oh, thank God. Thank you for the DM's generosity. A dirty 20.
Nice.
So lucky.
As Cad Bane turns to talk more to Grigarin, who both of you realize now that's who he's been talking to, is he's been talking about the cursed monk and bringing in Nim and all of this stuff. And your icicles just cut right into the tubing that leads from Cad Bane's neck down into his shirt, into this kind of apparatus he has attached to his chest. And you can see steam and air pressure just leaking out, and you hear, "Oh, what the hell!" And he turns, and while it's hard to read the expression of a Duros, you can see his eyes widen in surprise at seeing you, because he recognizes Yasin.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna have Yasin rush his ass.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, dude.
You can get first strike on him. Go
I
ahead.
might as well take my
Yeah,
my
vibes there.
deception down because we're screwed at this point.
Well, I don't know. I'll let Kieran do whatever he wants to do. But
Do it. Do
I
it.
can call
Gotta
this-
stay true to the character, what he would do.
All right, I love it. This is exciting. Let's go.
yeah, I'm gonna rush Cad Bane.
Break his
And, like,
AC.
Oh, yes. Oh god, please let me break his AC. 19. Do I add initiative at all?
No, don't worry about initiative. You're getting the first. You're getting the
Okay.
first.
Okay, 19.
That'll break.
Yes.
Go ahead. And so I'm imagining you're going in with like bludgeoning. You're just gonna beat him with your fists.
Well, yeah, I want to pin him down and just really Batman vibes. Just what did you do?
Sure, you can pin him down. Pin him against the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, easy
Nice.
peasy. And you do so. Again, in his shock and everything, he has no defense against you right now. He's too busy trying to worry about his heir, and you just pin him against the bar. What do you ask him?
Like, oh, it's just gonna start out real simple, like real Batman. Like, what did you do?
You're gonna have to be more specific, boy. I've done a lot of things.
Oh, okay. So I like the head, and I twist it towards the screen. Like, why are they there?
Boy, it's been 10 years and you coming in here asking about her like you give a shit. Yeah, I sold her to Roka. It's business. So what?
And then, so I just bring it back. Damn.
Oh, roll with it, man. You got this. Come on.
I'm trying to think of cool lines.
This.
Take a minute, take a minute.
Yeah, take a minute.
We're not in any rush.
Kieran, what are you doing as you watch Yasin just barrel into him, asking to just watch him force his head up to the hollow screen, and you're actually seeing Cad Bane lose a bit of his cool, both figuratively and literally, as air is rushing out of his tubes right now, and you can hear the strain in his voice, the wheezing, and it's not because Yasin has got him pinned by the neck; he's got him pinned at the chest. He needs those things to breathe. It's getting a little tough for him. What do you do?
It all depends on. You said there was a woman that was more interested in the crowd than I was.
Yes.
What is her reaction to all of this? I'm kind of keeping the casual, like priest trying to find a table aesthetic illusion for as long as I can until I get involved.
So as you keep an eye on her, the minute that Yasin lunges for Cad Bane, you watch her shift for her weapons and then ease back and cross her arms and lean back into the shadow. And then she makes eye contact with you. As the only person in the room who is not really reacting to Cad Bane and Yasin's fight, she now watches you intently and cocks her head to one side. Everybody else in the room is watching Yasin and Cad Bane as if they're the fight of the week. You swear there's some people whispering, I got 10 on Cad Bane. No, man, I got 20 on the blue guy. Shit, man. You know, they're just in the background kind of placing some bets, but she's watching you, and the two of you lock eyes.
I'll walk directly towards her
Okay.
and kind of like sit at the table next to her.
Yasin, what are you doing now? What else do you want to ask Cad Bane?
I don't think he's just going to give me lip, I feel like. So I'm just, I'm going to have Yasin just take the tubes that go into his chest. And is there any way to like unplug them? Like,
Yeah, of course. You can pull
Okay.
those suckers out.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that and then go back through the crowd and like throw him through the door.
I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
16.
Okay. Here's what happens. As you reach, hang on, I'm going to do this right. I got to do this right. There we go. As you reach for Cad Bane's tube, and you just grip around it, and you can hear wheeze as you squeeze this tube and get ready to pull. And no, and he kind of puts his arm to stop you. He's trying to fight you, but you have the advantage right now. You have completely taken him off his game, and you go to pull it out. And before you get this tube out of his chest piece, you feel a backhand connect with your face hard enough to pull you off of Cad Bane and make you land on your ass. You are dazed from this hit, and you take 2 points of damage because of it. You can feel a trickle of blood coming from your lip. And as you look up, you see Lieutenant Gregarin stand his full height, his broad chest and shoulders, and he looks at you. That sword that you're carrying, that is a Valinar's weapon, and we don't just give it up. Which means you killed one of my kinsmen for it. Prepare to die, scum.
What? What?
And that is where we will end tonight's session.